game. Before we go ahead and start, let me go ahead and show you what my build is and explain why I'm using it. So we have save the best for last, so we can recover quicker. Down people for Surge. Surge will proc. Hopefully we will use our add-ons because it's a duration add-on, both of them, to make our swords stay in the ground longer. So we have more of a chance to get people, how do you say, whatever, infected or inflicted with the, whatever the status is or whatever. I can't even remember what the hell it's called. But we put them in the cage, right? They don't have time to go back and touch this Jinn. So then we have nurses calling as well, along with save, so we can see where they're healing. And then infectious as well, so that after we cage that person, we can see the person who screamed and go to that person and hit them as well. So if we want to leave that person down, we can do that and get pressure by hitting another person with infectious, or we can just cage them and head straight to that person. This is all in an attempt to not hook survivors, okay? That's the big deal. We don't want to hook people. We want to get them afflicted, and then we want them in a cage, or we want them, you know, slugged, so that we can create more pressure. Save the best for last, of course, creates that type of pressure. Surge, we don't have to go around kicking Jinns. This is all just basically Pyramid Head being a freight train and just go, 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 go. You know what I mean? I've wanted to explain this build for a long time, and this is why I really enjoy the build. It's just a build that you can just go. And Pyramid Head is unique in that respect. You don't have to hook people. You don't have to pick someone up. You don't have to down them, pick them up, carry them all the way to a hook them, and then go and try and find someone. You know what I mean? All right, so we got Midwich. So for this game, I will not be reading chat. So Midwich is not a terrible map. It can be good. I mean, honestly, any map is decent for Pyramid Head, to be honest. And we already have Steven, so we'll go for Steven. That was my bad. That should have been a down. I'm not too sure if I ran out of Rites of Judgment there, or that little bump in the road made me stop using it. So we can stick our sword in the ground for a really long time, creating them to make mistakes, or stepping in my gook, which she just did. Exactly how we want it. Boom. Surge just proc on a Jinn, so we're getting instant regression. Caged. We move. We go. We don't stop. Now, unfortunately, this guy is hiding, and this Jinn is nearly done. So, I guess we'll kick it and move on. These guys are already really pressuring Jinns really hard. Now, what does suck about this build a little bit is we don't know what gens are on. We have to constantly be moving and hope to So since she was caged, we can go ahead and tunnel her. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We gotta take pressure however we can get it. Since the hook's right here, we'll go for it. Now, the Nancy was around here. So unfortunately, she is not infected. We'll try to get her infected here. Not too sure why I tried to do that. Insta dropping God pallet. She stepped in my gook there. Now this is where Midwich is kind of tough right here. We do have nurses proccing up here, so we'll go ahead and get the down. Unfortunately, we didn't get to hit her. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit her. I gotta get somebody out. Either that or we'll just down her, so we don't have to tunnel her. But she's not very good, so. There we go, we'll just leave her. Create more pressure that way. Also, we know where people are. I kind of want to see if he'll step in it, because I usually backtrack after I do this. Unlucky. Survivors will usually just backtrack into your gook. Surge proc there, so we go for Surge. Yo, what up, Mad Mothman? How's it going, man? What up, what up, what up? So we're not getting too many afflictions, chat, unfortunately. Also, I'm noticing that I'm not using my power. I should be using it a bit more often. To try to bait survivors and make them step in my gook. There we go. Infectious is telling me where people are. We already know where they are, so we go for them right now. Creating instant pressure. Surge is constantly proccing on gens around me. Infectious and Nurses is telling me where people are. Also, when they save as well, you also get notifications as well. We can see with Nurses what they're doing, they're healing. Maybe one of them might be dumb enough to go up there. Sometimes it does happen. We'll go ahead and get the infectious proc on her. Or surge proc, I'm sorry. This one is dead. Meanwhile, we are getting stacks of Save the Best for Last. Not seeing anyone. Wait, okay, so here we go. We got a nurse's proc here. See if we can use our power. And we can. Perfect. Nancy goes down. The tap is also injured as well because we hit him. So unfortunately, we didn't get many people to step in our gook as normal. There we go. I kind of wanted to bait him. I didn't really want to down him, actually. Got stuck there a little. I was trying to go around the bed. There we go. We didn't lose any stacks. We send him to the cage. Instant pressure. Just about all the breakable doors you want to break in this map. There's a few of them you don't, but for the most part, you're not going to really make a mistake by breaking doors. See, I would have never known these guys were up here without nurses. Not many people play with not many killers play nurses anymore. Still a very, very underrated perk. All of this, by the way, chat, by using one slowdown. Only surge, that's it. On a big map like this. We're gonna try and get her infected here. Never mind, it's just easier to down her, to be honest. But you see where I'm going with this, right? It's like a non-stop freight train. A lot of times if you just chase people with the duration add-ons that I have on, because I can keep my sword in for so long, they start screwing around, and their only thing is to do a 360 and go around me and go the other way. And then they step in your gook, they're afflicted, you send them to the cage, boom. Rinse, repeat, over and over. Start prosh on gens, injured healing, you see with nurses, infectious, you see where they're going. You can kind of see where I'm going with the build, you know? Basically to maximize his biggest strength, which is not carrying survivors to hooks. Let's see how long I can hold this in the ground. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000. 10 seconds. You can hold your sword in the ground for 10 seconds. That's a long time. That's a really long time. It's basically just to make them bait them into M1ing them and making a mistake, or making them drop a pallet and you just hit them anyways. I think this build would have been a bit better displayed on a little bit better map, but for the most part, it's fine. These guys are pretty chill, so I'm kind of, you know, having a little bit of fun. I will be honest though, I'm surprised this guy is not stepping in my goop. A lot of the times they'll just backtrack right into it. So the thing that you do have to be careful of with this build just a little is that you don't know what gens are being worked on. You have no idea. You don't have discordance. You don't have barbecue and chili. You know, your best way of knowing is infectious and nurses. And also the notifications of people being saved as well. Now, where it falls apart is where they don't step in it, but that's where you got to get kind of creative and try to make them step in it, you know? I can hear them upstairs. They're working on the gen. There's plenty of places for them to hide. Yeah, but a lot of times I have all 4 survivors inflicted and you can just cage them. I don't remember what the hell it's called. I keep calling it inflicted. I don't remember what the freaking heck it's called. Tormented. Whatever. A lot of times I have, you know, 3 or 4 of them tormented at a time. And yeah, you can choose to tunnel them if you want, but I don't play them for that reason. Like, you can strategically tunnel if you have to, I guess, at the end of the game, and like you're kind of like in trouble, you know? And you need some kills. Yeah, that's where the Rites of Judgment, the 2 duration add-ons that I'm using, comes in. You just hold that sword into the ground, and eventually they have to make a decision to either try and spin you and walk into it, or keep running and get M1'd or get downed, you know? So then when they walk into it, they get tormented. Boom, you down them. Boom. Yeah, you don't have to hook them. You throw them in a cage. You just keep going. It's just a never-ending, like, rinse and repeat. I feel like it's one of the strongest builds on Pyramid Head you can have. Yo, Godsec, thank you so much for the analysis game. I appreciate that. First ever analysis game, by the way. We even double pipped. Look at that. Pretty high ranks as well. Tunneling you? Who did I tunnel? I tunneled people? Oh. Why am I playing a rank 9, by the way? The rank 9 says I tunneled him, which he's right. I pretty much did, but, you know, when you're constantly looking at me, it's kind of hard not to, you know?